Welcome back to the Ironman, guys, and we are starting today's episode off with just finishing my Smoke Devil task. We did get yet another occult. We have 3 occults in 3 tasks, I believe, or maybe, yeah, I believe it's 3 tasks we've had, and we've had 3 occults. Honestly, Smoke Devils are so satisfying to do. They're so fast. The experience is like ridiculous. Like, I haven't touched my counters. The only thing I've done since I've been on RuneScape today is Smoke Devils, and I went over 100k Slayer experience per hour, over 250k magic experience per hour. It's just ridiculous how good it is for Slayer, and honestly, we just flew through it. Obviously, we used cannonballs. The experience is so damn nice. Obviously, we're looking for a Hydra task, and we get... I don't know whether to do these. Now, I've been debating this lately. Now, they're nice, but I just feel like they don't really give me anything. But I know it's a quick task. I suppose I should do them. In the future, when I have loads of points to spare, I 100% plan to get this so I can block them, because I'm really not interested in doing them. If I ever want to do them, I'll camp them. I don't really want to do them on task. But that in the future will be used, but that's when I have loads of points. I don't really need any. So I figured I'd explain what my plans for this week are, considering we are doing a fairly boring task with hostile and wyverns. But basically, I'm after the claw. I'm not going to set any specific and set goals, because the claw is the main idea of what I'm doing right now. And of course, that's all RNG. I can't say whether or not I'm going to get the claw. I'm not going to say this week we're getting the claw, because I just can't. I'm not going to set goals like that. In episodes like this, there isn't really going to be set goals. There's going to be what I'm going to be going for, 100%. I plan to get as many Hydra tasks as possible, but I can't say what KC I'll get to. I can't say what I'll get. So I'm definitely looking forward to doing Hydra, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But for goals this week, it's basically to work towards getting the claw, but there's no other specific goals. So it's going to be a lot of Slayer again. So I'm sorry if this episode isn't as fun, because in my opinion, I hate Slayer episodes. I hate recording them. I'm not a fan of watching Slayer episodes. If you guys don't enjoy it, I'm very sorry. But this claw is going to be so worth it. Well, it happened. We got a shit task. We skipped it. We got another shit task, which was 43 bronze dragons in the Broomhaven dungeon. So we skipped that. And we got 181 Hydra. So let's go get this claw and probably scream, run around the room and think, what the fuck's going on with my life? But hell yeah, I'm loving Hydra. So we just got ourselves our 3rd bottomless compost bucket. Nothing too special, but I figured it'd be worth showing. And I quickly want to mention that I just done half a trip of Hydra before I grabbed a bite to eat for dinner. And we done 10 kills in half the trip. And we made 1.1 mil, which is fucking ridiculous. We got an Onyx bolt drop, which, that's 500k alone. And it's crazy to me, like, how much money Hydra can actually be. It's like, at the moment, my cash stack, we started at like, fuck all, we're up to 8 mil cash stack. And we have so many more runes and shit that we've got for it. We've got a load of battle staffs and stuff. We've got, some of these alcohols are from it, from my first trip when I went there and I didn't bother alking them. But ever since I alk whilst I'm there. So a lot of the money is going to be in just like drops like runes and cash. But it's just crazy how much money I'm making. Here it is, coming in. We get our 2nd piece of the ring, the Hydra's Fang. Well, as you guys just saw, we just got ourselves a Hydra's Fang. When it first dropped, I sat there for a second. I was kind of figuring out what it was. I've got completely mixed with I forgot what it's called now. The tail. I got mixed up with the tail, and I thought, oh no, that's like the absolutely useless one. So that means we are now 2 out of 3 for the Brimstone Ring, which is kind of cool. I mean, it'd be nice to have the ring. I don't know where the fuck I'm going to put it in my bank, but I'm sure I'll find somewhere to slot it in. But honestly, it's kind of cool to do it, and we've been making a hell of a lot of money through Hydra. I mentioned about making 1.1 million 10 kills because I got an Onyx bolt drop. Well, that trip, I got another Onyx bolt drop. It wasn't as much as the previous one. It was like 150k less, but it's still like 300k from one drop. It was just absurd. So Hydra is treating me very, very well at the moment. So I decided to do a few Barrows chests because my friend started them at the same time, and we get ourselves a Carol's crossbow, which obviously is a duplicate, but we're going for that Derek plate body. And then we go straight back to Hydra after that, and we recently got our 2nd piece of the ring, and here is the final piece, the Hydra's heart. So that is the Brimstone Ring complete. Getting the Hydra heart as a drop means we now have all 3 pieces for the ring. Now, I haven't actually been able to do much RS and Hydra lately because I had a mouse problem. My mouse was double clicking, and if you guys have done Hydra, as you can imagine, it is absolutely horrible to have a mouse that double clicks a Hydra. You just get smacked all the time, and it's not even your fault. But now that we're back doing it, we've got a new mouse, which is, you know, pretty nice to be able to do Hydra without double clicking. We've got ourselves a Hydra's heart. So in, where did we get it? I think 203 maybe? Nope, 200 and... I don't even know when I got this drop. 201, there we go. So by 201 KC, we have completed our first Brimstone Ring. I believe we do just use them on each other, and it says, do you wish to combine them all? And we get ourselves a Brimstone Ring. Now, if you guys don't already know what this does, a Brimstone Ring is basically a hybrid ring. So instead of giving, for example, a +8 with an imbued archer ring, it'll give the stats of all normal rings put together, not imbued. So we've got the Berserk ring, so we get a +4 melee strength, we get the +4 range, we get the magic from the Seer's ring, and some bonuses from the Warriors. We also get a bit of defensive bonuses. That doesn't actually come with any of the rings, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Obviously, it does come with a Suffering, but that's not the ring that it's, you know, a hybrid of. But I'm not really sure where I'm going to use this. I know some places it's used. I know it's used in places like TOB. Some people use it in Chambers of Xeric. Now, I don't know if it's worth it there, but it's kind of nice to have the Brimstone Ring. Obviously, we can get duplicates of it, and I imagine we might get 1 or 2 before the Claw if we get unlucky. But for now, we've got our first Brimstone Ring, so that is another drop on the account that's complete, I guess. Oh, alchemical Hydra heads. So we just got ourselves the alchemical Hydra heads, as you of course saw. And I was sitting there thinking whether or not I should unlock the Hydra helmet now. Like, this is the helmet I've been waiting for. I've previously got the abyssal head. I think I've got the claw. I don't think I've got any others, but the main one I wanted was the Hydra Slayer helmet. I think it's the best looking one. And obviously it's the hardest to get because it's the highest Slayer requirement. I mean, not including RNG, obviously Abyssal Head is, you know, pretty rare to get, especially the way I got it. But we are going to do it now. We will have 800 points spare, or just under 800 points. I feel like that's enough. And I just feel like it would be really cool to have the Hydra helmet. So for 1,000 points, we are going to unlock it. And this is... just double check it's the right one. This is very expensive. There we go. The Hydra head. The alchemical Hydra head, sorry, can now be combined with the Slayer helmet. So if we now use this on this and combine, we have our new Slayer helmet, which looks, oh my god, that looks fucking sick, especially in this gear. That is so damn satisfying. This is going to be the first time that we're going to be refilling our blowpipe since the start of Hydra. As you can see, we're on 243 KC. We have 8% of our scales left. We've still got 9k darts, so that's plenty for a long time. I mean, we can easily make darts, so I've got plenty of adamant ore and adamant bars. But I don't think 8% will be enough for a trip. I may be wrong, but I don't want to have to cut my trip short. So we're just going to fill up the blowpipe now. This is all the scales that we have. So we now have a full blowpipe with scales and basically another full blowpipe extra. So this will get us a fair amount of KC. Obviously, if we don't get the claw under 1,000, we're going to have to go back. I mean, this will get us to about 700, maybe 750 KC, everything that we've got, which isn't too bad, to be honest with you. So hopefully we won't have to go back. Hopefully we get the claw before then, and we can use these scales for raiding. I haven't looked at this in absolutely ages, so I thought just out of interest I would look at it. Now, obviously I don't play this to max as fast as I can. I don't always play fully efficiently, and a lot of the time, sometimes I'll just leave my RuneScape on whilst I'm doing other stuff. And I'll do stuff like really AFK. So like I said, these aren't efficient hours. But if you guys are interested, this is my time spent on this account. 115 days, 21 hours and 2 minutes. A lot of that game time has literally come within the past year. To be honest, the majority of it has come in the past year. I've really grinded since last, I think, maybe like September, maybe just before that. But that is our current playtime. That's a lot of hours I've put into this. Well, There's the Hydra tail. So we have just finished our little trip of Hydra, and I actually cut it short because I plan to quickly do something. But as you guys saw, we did get ourselves a Hydra tail. Now the Hydra tail isn't, to be honest, the Hydra tail is fucking useless. We haven't even got the item to apply it to. You need the Dragon Bone necklace from Vorkath. Obviously we'll get it eventually. We're up to 273 KC. Now this task, I don't believe it's this task I'll get it, but we're going to be at least 100k away from 99 range. Now I have got a tracker, and at the moment it's not showing, but at the end of the task I will show you guys exactly how much experience that I have gained in just range from a 181 Hydras. So we have ourselves an elite and a hard clue. Now I've got these both from Hydra, and I never bothered doing them halfway through the task. I just figured I'd do them at the end. I've got to admit, this week's episode might be a bit short than others. It's still not 100% because I still might do a lot after I say this clip. But to do Hydra, it's, I don't know, it's very demotivating because it's so long to do that to go on and know you've got to do like a 10-hour task is pretty rough. And it's so hard, you know, in 10 hours, I could get like no clips if nothing happens. So it is pretty rough, but regardless of that, obviously I'm going to try to get as many clips as I can that can make this episode half decent, other than the fact that Hydra takes so fucking long, and the fact that my mouse was fucked halfway through the week. Anyway, the two clues that we got. We have a hard, which we'll open, and average hard clue, I guess, and an elite, and an average elite clue, I guess. I'm still looking for those ornament kits, but the main reason I want to do this clip is because this is what I want to talk about. Now, I said I'm going to record it from the start of the Hydra task. Now, this isn't all from Hydra. I've got some experience through the elite clue and the hard clue. I've just done not much. And we also got a tiny bit of experience through the few barrows runs that we decided to do. So the majority of it, like I said, is from Hydra. And that is 181 Hydra. That is just under 1 mil experience. That is honestly fucking mind-blowing. But what's also satisfying about it is we're 78k. Away from 99, and we've got another Hydra task. I done 181 Hydras, we finished it, and then we got ourselves 155, yep, 155 straight after a 5 rune dragon task, which is obviously fantastic, but at the same time, like I said, it is very demotivating because of how long each task takes. But obviously we're gonna power through, and we're gonna hopefully see if we can get this claw before 1000 KC. And a tiny update real quick on the supplies that we've gained from Hydra. We're sitting at 15 mil cash stat, which is very nice. We've got just under 10k astrals. This is honestly so satisfying. We are just about to reach 100k bloods. I'm not sure what we were up to with bloods, chaos and death beforehand, but obviously the stacks have just gone up and up and up because we've got a hell of a lot. I mean, if I look at my loot tracker, for example, in 114 Hydra, the last 114 I done, we got 4k death, 3.2k blood, 3k astral, and 2.7k chaos. So obviously they're going up quite a lot, but I don't remember the exact numbers before we started Hydra. Another thing, just whilst I go to Hydra, whilst I was doing that, I forgot what it's called, that clue scroll, we did actually have to catch a swordfish, and for one of the elite tasks for Kandarin, we also needed to catch 5 shark and cook them. So I thought, whilst I got my harpoon out, I'll just quickly do that. That's one more elite task done. Obviously, I'm not really focused on elite diaries at the moment, but I don't think I've talked about it either. But I do plan to do the elite desert diary after I get myself a claw. That is the next plan for the account, other than obviously doing raids. We do plan to get ourselves the elite diary and go do some KQ, I guess, on Slayer. Now, I'm really gutted about these next few clips not having audio. For some reason, my mic wasn't picking up audio. But in this first clip, we finally get it. There is 99 range on the account. That is such a nice 99 to have. The cape's not too great, but it's just maximum DPS for range now. And then straight after, obviously, these 3 clips here, they are all Hydra. And in this specific clip, we pick up our Hydra's Eye, which is the start of the second Brimstone Ring. Nothing too special. And that was the 1 kill before, actually no, I take that back, sorry. Let's completely ignore that. That was the second to last kill on that trip, and this here is the very next kill and the last kill of this trip that I was doing, and we pick ourselves up a second Hydra lever. God damn. So it is time to get my ranging cape. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I am extremely gutted that my microphone for some reason didn't pick up audio in the last couple clips. Because when I reacted to Hydra, it was kind of funny, to be honest. But the fact that we've got 2 Hydra levers is kind of ridiculous in the case we've got, because it's 1 in like 516, I think. But of course, we are now 99 range, and we need to pick ourselves up a ranging cape. Now, this place always puts me off because it's diagonal, and there's just something about this place that's really off-putting. Anyway, we buy it from this guy here. We are going to get our ranging cape. There it is. Now, the thing about the ranging cape is it doesn't have many uses. I'm not even sure if it's that good anywhere. You can put a Vorkav's helmet to make it pick up like a assembler does. But at the moment, it's just an accumulator. But of course, it has no offensive stats. So I'll show you guys. Obviously, this gives offensive stats. So it's just better, to be honest, to use an assembler. But I think there's some places a ranging cape is used. But I don't think I'm really going to have a use for it. But now that we have the ranging cape, that is another 99. I also want to mention that we did just have a 28 kill Hydra trip. It was fucking insane. The experience we're getting there is just ridiculous, Slayer, and of course we're getting to get more and more ranged experience now. But ever since I got 95 Slayer, this is my 3rd Hydra task, and we're only 340k away from 96 Slayer. So honestly, it is just fucking ridiculous. So of course you guys are watching me, and you're not seeing me do Hydra, and there is a reason for that. Because Hydra takes so long, I've decided I don't just want to go, you know, balls deep with Hydra and just continuously do, you know, Hydra. I want to focus on other stuff at the same time, because I really don't want to burn myself out. And I feel like if I've done loads and loads of Hydra, I could potentially burn myself out, because it's fun to do Hydra, don't get me wrong, but for a task that takes so long, it's hard to get the motivation just to continuously do it. So I thought I might as well be smart about it and do other stuff on the account at the same time. Obviously, we want to get that claw still. We're still going to be going for it. Don't get me wrong. Hydra is still going to be done, but we're just not going to be going full on Hydra. I'm going to be working on other stuff. That way, I can also work on actually getting content. If nothing happens at Hydra, I can't get content. Like this week, again, I feel like it's going to be, it's a lot shorter video, because it's just harder to get content when you do Hydra, because there's not really anything to show unless I get a drop or something happens, which, you know, can be very rare, especially if I do a task and it takes like, I don't know, 6-7 hours. And then I'll maybe one clip from that. It's a lot of hours for, you know, a little reward. But anyway, what we're working on now is fletching. We need 90 fletching for the Desert Elite Diary. I said I'll be working on it after, but I may as well get, you know, part of it done now. But we're currently, I've gone, no, 80 fletching. So we need 10 levels. It's going to cost us about 20 mil. We need to get a hell of a lot of broad arrowheads. I'm not sure if just the arrowheads are going to get me the experience, or whether this calculator that I've used puts in the fact that you have to make the headless arrows and stuff like that. But I'm not 100% sure. I will find out. I mean, at the end of the day, going past 90 doesn't matter, because I'm going to want 99 one day anyway, and I will know for future. So we're going to spend about 15 mil of our 16.5 mil cash stacks. We've always got some spare. And then we're going to work on, you know, we're going to slowly work on getting that 90 fletching. Other than that, we need 85 prayer for the diary. We do have 85 banked, so that is absolutely no worry at all. We also need the KQ head, but that will come after Hydra, because we're going to go to Duradale and get Cal Fight Queen tasks. Then after that, we'll have the Desert Elite, and that means more KQ, which it's not the most fun piece of content, but it's good. The drops are very good. I can get Wines of Zami in an interesting way, because fuck the wilderness. I think that's so boring telegrabbing. I don't care how fast it is. I don't want to do something boring. I'd rather do something fun, even if it is less Wines of Zami per hour. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy as many of these as possible, and hopefully we'll get a fair amount of the XP done within the next week. I'm not sure, because it's a very AFK thing. It's not something that I can like sit there and do, because I have to fletch all the arrows and whatnot. But we'll try get as close to 90 as we can within the next week or two, I guess. We went ahead and purchased 165,000 broad arrowheads. I decided I didn't want to do all of them, or as many as I could. I thought I'd do half of what I need at once, and then once I've done this lot and have more money, I'll do the other half. That way I just feel like it's less clicking, to be honest, because buying those broad arrowheads is horrible. So we bought 165k regardless, and we're going to do all of those, and once we've done those, we'll work on doing the other 165k. It's like 168 maybe I need to do for the other sets. Obviously it's basically half of what I need to get done. But obviously now what I need to do is get all the the shafts, and we're going to use our maple logs for that. I think I haven't done miscellaneous in a while. I should probably do that as well, but I think I might put miscellaneous on on maple, so I can make these arrow shafts. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to figure out how many logs I would need exactly, and if I don't need that many, I might just go cut them myself. But either way, we've got a hell of a lot of maple logs to go through. There's nothing else here that we can really make use of that's worth it. So it's mainly going to be maple logs. Then we need to buy a hell of a lot of feathers because we haven't got the feathers either. But feathers aren't that expensive, so that doesn't really matter. But I'm going to get on with starting making the arrow shafts and figure out how many I need. And then we're going to go look at our kingdom. So this is where we're going to end the video. And I can't remember the last time I actually picked up my miscellaneous. It might have been like 2 weeks ago. I said I was going to do it every video, and I think I might have skipped it maybe on one video, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I've actually calculated how many logs I need as well to be able to get to 90 fletching. We're going to need a few more from miscellaneous. From what I have at the moment, I have about 100, no, I think about 200k worth. So I'm going to need slightly more. So I'm going to put on this week, we're going to do 5 on, instead of herb, we're going to do 5 on logs and then 10 on coal. But here we go, we are going to collect our resources and we get bang on. I wonder if there's like a cap to it because that's bang on 10k coal. I wonder if that's just a coincidence. But either way, other than that, we obviously just got some herbs. Nothing is really that great. I mean, 33 renars, nothing too special as usual for the herbs, but it's just something to put it on. But 10k coal bang on, like I said, I'm not sure if that's like a cap as to what it can get to. I'm not sure if that exists. But other than that, we're going to put... We've still got money in there, but we've got so much money from Hydra that I feel like we're just going to deposit another... we're just going to put 5 mil in there because we get so much money. And then we're going to also put it on, like I said, instead of herbs, we're going to take 5 off herbs and we're going to put it on wood. This would mean we'll get more maple. I was about to say mahogany and maple at the same time. Some maple logs. I don't know why that made me chuckle. We're going to put it on maple logs and hopefully that will get us enough by next week. But that is where we're going to end the video. Like I said, videos at the moment are kind of annoying to get because of the fact that I've got to do Hydra and Slayer and it's hard to get content. I hope you guys are still enjoying them. I'm trying to get as much content as possible. And next week, I'm not going to solely focus on doing Hydra. So hopefully we get a bit more content and more interesting stuff to, potentially watch. Because like I said before, I don't enjoy watching videos like this myself. I don't know what you guys are like. Do let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you guys want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.